What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Friday the 10th of January. It's Friday. You got the Friday feeling? I haven't, because I'm not going out. Boo-hoo for me. But there you go. I've got to get my joys and kicks out of this podcast, because that's all I'm doing this evening. So I'm running a bit late. I should have done it ages ago, but never mind. As I said before, I'm ever the professional. You got to get shit done, even if nobody's listening. Anyway, what was I going to say? Big news of the day. There wasn't too many big news, but everyone's proper kicking off about Prince Harry, aren't they? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who decided to do one. Everybody's like, got the knickers in a twist about it. You got all these royal fans who just look mental. If you've seen them all, they're dressed like head to toe in Union Jack and badges and whatever else, and they're giving their opinion for what it's worth on what's going on. And they know, literally, they're such oddballs. They know the fucking royal family inside out more than the royal family knows each other. You probably have to go to them to find out, what's going on with my brother and stuff, or my dad, and that. You'd have to ask the royals. Would have to go and ask them. They're like the fucking authority, but they're like, they're a bit fucking, there's something not quite right with somebody that's like so fucking engaged in what the royal family are doing, and like it's giving them heartbreak that Prince Harry's fucking off. If anything, is he jumping out of a fucking sinking ship? It's almost like leaving the band, isn't it? The guy that's leaves the band first, who gets to be the cool one, and everybody else has to fucking stick around like with one less member and just try and kind of make it work. He's like, he thinks if he does one first, he'll be the fucking cool dude, and he'll have to go to America and have all that kind of lifestyle. He's going to win-win. It's a win-win situation for him. The Royals are still plod along, but who's left after Charles? You got William. I mean, them two were the two that were that next level, weren't they? So it just leaves William fucking dangling on his own. So never mind. I mean, he'll be king with nobody either side of him, sort of thing. So yeah, everyone's blaming Meghan Markle. Maybe she obviously has got something to do with it, because she wants to live over there. She's put it in his head. But he's got a lot of shit around the paparazzi. He fucking hates that life, doesn't he? So fuck it. If you don't like that life, then change it. You say that to everybody in every walk of life. If you don't like your job, change it. If you don't like being in that relationship, change it. You know what I mean? You say that in every situation. So does it not apply to the royals as well? They've got a duty, so people say, but he's a human at the end of the day. And if he wants to fucking go and live it up in Canada or Hollywood or whatever, so be it. And say fucking two fingers, give it the punk one. Wear like the, what's it called? Never mind the bollocks t-shirt, Harry, when you're walking out of Buckingham Palace with your fucking suitcases with that picture with the Queen on. Just bowl out of there and go, right, fuck Buckingham Palace. I'm on to fucking brighter and better pastures. I've got my millions in the bank. On the back of being a royal, I might add. So, so you ain't squeaky clean. But you're out of the Madam Two Swords and you're out the door. So onwards and upwards as far as he's concerned. I think he thinks, I'm part of Princess Di more than I am the royals. And she married into the family. I think he's more on his mother's side, who wasn't royal, even though he's a royal from both. But he's from the side that he imagines bollocks. He imagines he's from the side that doesn't belong in the royals, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, moving on. We've got to let you get out on your nights out, and me stay in and twiddle my thumbs. We're braced for bad weather. Of course we are. It's fucking England. I always remember when I was in England, when I was in Australia again, I've told this before, but when you're over there sitting in the sun or sitting on the beach and whatnot, because their summer is our winter. And we used to get the news come over about all the bad weather in England. I used to watch it and just think, fuck, thank God I ain't fucking there, you know what I mean? And now I live and breathe it, It's like, when you're here, it's just normal, isn't it, the shit weather? When you're over there, you're like, fucking, that looks terrible. I'd hate to be there now. But, yeah, it's pretty standard. And we've got a triple whammy, they're calling it. Snow blankets, 70-mile-an-hour winds, and the downpour just to top it off. That's the ingredients for the weekend, especially in Cumbria, because that's where this photo is from, and they've already got snow there. So we all like a bit of snow, but you know, I like it. I don't like to be on transport that's fucked because nobody can move because of snow. I don't like being in that kind of snow. I like to be walking through the park on the way to a nice pub, or throwing snowballs and making snowmen, kind of like the snow. I don't like being fucking gridlocked on the motorway. Where are we going? Oh yeah, a red panda has escaped from Currars Wildlife Park on the Isle of Man. His name's Kush. So if you see him, pick him up and take him back. Well, don't take him back, actually. He's fucking done a runner twice. This is his second time he's made a break for it. So don't be a bastard and take him back. Help him escape. Show him where to fucking go, you know. Get out of there, because he ain't happy in that zoo. He wants fucking out. He's a red panda. He's not one of the big Chinese ones. He's like a little, looks like a little fox, cross between a fox and a teddy bear. He's a nice looking. He's a lot smaller anyway, but he's agile because he's up the tree. A branch fell down, so he's got helped by the wind. The branch blew down. He ran up the branch and out, and he made his escape. So saw his opportunity. He's like Papillon of the animal world. He kept trying. Now he's made it. So, food for thought. We talked yesterday about the woman that was addicted to talcum powder. Was that yesterday or the other day? About weird things that people eat and stuff. You know, that's like that. That's like an illness or a mental thing where they eat things that are not food. Like a guy here who eats planes. He like loves to eat bits of planes and stuff like that. It's shit. You know what I mean? He's like fucking. It's got like, you don't digest, do you? That plane, do you? It must come out exactly the same. So he could just continually eat that, couldn't he? Just wash it off again and eat it again. Little bits of metal. Just keep recycling it. You don't have to go, but he likes to go and buys himself like a broken down plane and eats it. Fucking weirdo. And we did the elephant dung coffee, I think. Talk about that. There's a coffee, one of the most expensive coffees, called Kopi Luwak, and it's made from beans that have been passed through the digestive system of civet cats. I'll have the tea, please. Civet cat, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to fucking eat something that's been through its arse. Thank you very much. It's a delicacy that comes from Southeast Asia. There's also a Japanese beer called Un Konu Kuru, which is flavoured with coffee beans picked out of elephant poo. So we've got all the delicacies there. There was an elephant poo vodka or something I was talking about the other week, or was it gin? That's really expensive. It was made from elephant dung. Well, you know, each to their own. I mean, if it don't smell or fucking taste like elephant dung, then I'm all for it. I don't mind. But don't tell me. I don't want to know that something's been come out of elephant dung. Let me eat it and enjoy it, or drink it and enjoy it, and then maybe try and tell me a little bit later on and surprise me. But certainly don't tell me before I'm about to taste it, because I will just taste shit. I won't taste whatever you're trying to tell me that I'm supposed to taste. Strawberries, can you taste the chocolate or the blueberry tones and everything? No, I could taste elephant shit. That's all I can taste now that you've told me. Right. Also, people have eaten chalk, clay, gold. Eggshells apparently are good to eat. You wouldn't know that, would you? Eggshells apparently. Bark and stinging nettles. Scandinavians are known to use the bark of pine trees to make flour. But it's natural. It's natural, isn't it? I mean, you can use everything really if you want to, in some way, shape or form. I made a fucking spiralizer. I bought a spiralizer. I tell you what, that's what I might do tonight. Spiralise all night. I'm fucking, I'm in awe of this apparatus, little plastic thing that you stick a courgette on, spin it round, and you get spaghetti out of it. It's amazing, and it's like low carbs and whatever else, but it's really good spaghetti, and you get a ton of it out of one courgette. It's magic. Honestly, the man who invented the spiralizer should be given some kind of like fucking massive award. 100%. He's thinking outside the box. He ain't thinking about, oh, what can I make out of elephant shit? He's fucking, doing something worthwhile. Cinema going to the cinema is good for your brain, makes you brainier. Apparently, watching films boosts our memory, focus, and keeps our brains in good check. Yeah, I like watching films. I love watching films. I actually love watching foreign films, believe it or not. Oh yes, la-di-da. My mate can't fucking stand foreign films. I'm always telling him to watch this film. It's really good. Is it foreign? Nah, fuck it. I ain't watching it. He can't handle the subtitles and everything. But I love watching foreign films because I like the fact that you don't know any of the actors and it's unassuming, And a lot of the stories, the independent films as well. Just mainly independent films because there's less money spent, so there's more put into the story and stuff. Anyway, who do I think I am? Mark Commode or something. But anyway, going to the cinema makes you brainier. But going to the cinema, no, that wouldn't make me brainier. That just makes me more anxious because it winds me up. All the other people making noises and fucking ruining the film for me. There was a woman the other day who made a complaint to the cinema chain because she was saying anybody who've got like their hair up in a bun, because there was a woman, she took a photo of it, there was a woman sat in front of her and she had her hair like bun on the top of her head and you couldn't see the film because of this bun was in the way, and she didn't say nothing. But that's the worst, when you can't say nothing but it's pissed you off the whole fucking film. But she said the woman was getting stressed with her own kids or something, so she didn't want to put any extra pressure on, but it said it pissed her off. You should just move seat. There probably wasn't a seat to move to, but have some decorum. If you've got a big head or a fucking massive bun on the top of your head, it's obvious. Sit at the back, you know what I mean? Or if you're tall, I hate those guys at the concerts. Always a tall guy stood near the fucking front, bobbing his head about and you can't see past him. It's obvious if you're 7 foot tall. There's people behind you that are pissed off, you know what I mean? Just fucking move to the back. Generally, I stand at the back of a concert anyway because I can't handle being pushed about when when it gets a bit tight. And I also don't want to be anywhere near where people at the front are throwing pints of piss backwards. So I stick around at the back where you got a bit more room and that. So come and chill with me if you're 7 foot tall. I'll talk to you. I won't call you a freak. I'm only joking. It just goes without saying, doesn't it? Scientists want us to help save the planet by literally eating air. I've heard it all now. Experts have worked out a madcap plan to produce a protein out of air when they reckon can be added to pies, ice cream and pasta and bread. So they believe they can make fake meat and fish out of the substance. Fucking brilliant. If you let the scientists run wild, we'd have a planet that is fucking worth living on. Seriously, we'd have water-powered fucking trains, planes, and automobiles. These are guys are making food out of air. You're telling me they can't run cars and everything on water? Come on. There was a guy I've spoken about him before. There's a guy that made cars that made you be able to drive a car on water, and he was killed. Well, he died in unusual circumstances. So, let these guys do, and we'll save the planet. But obviously, they're going to be able. If you just because air's available to everybody, isn't it? And so is water available to everybody. That's why it ain't going to work. These might be able to. And obviously, they're secret. But if the secret gets out on how to do it, we're all quids in it, mate. Saying that, you wouldn't want to eat the air in some cities, or you wouldn't want to eat London air. There's a madcap guy who was selling air on the selling air to, and people in China were buying it. It was like, and he's still doing it now, I think. These little jars, right, with a label on the front saying air from Devon in England and air from Wales or whatever, and he's putting a lid on it and selling it in China. Fucking. What an idea. I mean, it's absolutely mental idea. It shouldn't work, but it is working. So, if you can come up with another idea, and there's another guy here this guy's trying it on. He hasn't got the right idea. This guy's trying to sell his jeans, some like baggy ripped, bleached jeans, an Italian dude. I think he's Italian. His name's Mario Graziano. He's got to be Italian. But he's brazen as fuck. He's wearing them. He's like parading them around and sitting on some like silk sheet bed. It's got to be a piss take. But he's trying to sell the jeans off his own legs. Look, I'm showing a picture to the video. Look, Mario Graziano. Check him out. And he's got his hairy chest out and everything. And that is an advert for him selling his jeans. Any takers? I doubt it very much. I think he's after more than fucking your money on that one. Anyway. So yeah, selling the air is a good idea. That is not a good idea. Where are we going? Well, I've got some. I'm going to run out of time here because I'm going to keep it tight. Norwich tourist pages porn link. A tourist page to promote Norwich directed visitors to a hardcore porn site. It's got to be better than the Norwich town centre, I imagine. I've never been to Norwich. I'm lying. But it sends them to a place linked its blog on pancakes to a kinky sex site. Visit Norwich mistakenly linked its blog on pancakes to a kinky sex advice site. So you get more than you've bargained for. After pancakes, and you end up with what is it? It's sex life that's aimed at men, sex and threesomes. So check it out. Go to the pancake page. But not for the pancakes, If you go there looking for something untoward, it's kind of what else? I was expecting to see plenty of bananas and cream, but only as part of a pancake menu. There you go. Or maybe somebody's done that on purpose. Somebody's having a laugh there, isn't they? I wonder what will go on if you go onto the see the sites of Norwich. What's on the sites of Norwich? It will send you to all the strip bars and the knocking shops and whatever else. So, there you go. I've never been, but maybe it's enticing me now. Maybe I'm encouraged. James Bond has been promoting non-alcoholic Heineken beer because he's working. They're saying that James Bond is like heavily laden with named brands who pay them to appear in his in the film. But now they've made an advert with Daniel Craig drinking a bottle of alcohol-free Heineken. I'd like to try, even though I try not to. It's good if you're driving, isn't it? If you have one and then you can't have another one, then it's a bridge the gap between having. Because there's nothing worse than having to fucking stand there with an orange juice while everybody else is enjoying a beer or whatever. But I don't think I'd go into a bar and just order a non-alcoholic drink. Maybe I would. But as a second one, just because you've had your limit kind of thing. There's a place for it anyway. I think somebody's having a beer festival I've just saw in January. Is it because it's like a dry January as well? Although the veganuary is taking over the you can hear more about that than you do about this dry January. But somebody's having a beer festival and it's all non-alcoholic beers. So they're coming on. So there might be some good ones there. You wouldn't like it if you just gone there by accident and thought it was just a beer festival. You'd be like walking out of there totally sober. You'd be like, how's that fucking happened? What am I going to say? The Cockney accent has been voted the UK's most attractive. Sorry, if you've not heard my accent, please. Why we're never in the top 10, let alone in fucking number 1. We're usually bottom. I'm from Birmingham, by the way, all you people who have no idea where my accent's from. People in other countries, I'm from Birmingham. To me, it's the sexiest accent in the UK, but here they're saying that the Cockney accent has been voted the sexiest accent. But it's according to PlusNet, which is an internet provider. Who gives a fuck what PlusNet's got to say about anything? Why are they doing a survey on what's sexy and what's not? PlusNet's about the unsexiest company going, isn't it, really? And they're saying that Bristol has bottom, so Birmingham's not bottom now. I think we can thank Peaky Blinders probably for that. Unless we're not even on the list, we're not even invited onto the sexy list. We've been fucking chucked out with gobbledygook and fucking gibberish. So I'll have to check out and see where we come. Where we're going to finish. I'm finishing up on Summit. Con men pretending to be homeless are making £100 a day by begging in an up-and-coming area. This is in Birmingham. They're begging in the Bearwood area of Birmingham, and the tricksters are raking in around £22,000 a year to buy drugs, claims the area's councillor, Bob Piper. Well, it's the fucking self-employed at the end of the day, ain't they? At the end of the day, it's a job, isn't it, in a way, to sit there all day in the cold, freezing cold. All right, people are giving them money, but it's not easy sitting on the fucking floor in all weathers asking for money. They might as well fucking, if they obviously, maybe they like doing that, I don't know, but they could go and do another job for the same money and probably be less hassle than doing what they're doing. You know, you're having to sit there and beg and look, plead and whatever else, and if that's not genuine, you know, a lot of people, and you're going to get like lots of people walk by and just think bad things about you, right? So it's a tough gig. So I think I'm going to put it down as it's a job at the end of the day, and they're self-employed and they're being self-sufficient. So good on them if they want to spend fucking 22 grand on drugs. You know, if they're making hundreds of thousands of pounds, it's a different story. But if they're making a wage, fucking do it. You know what I mean? Why not? Got to get money fucking one way or another. What else is there? More than 70 cats were rescued from a single house after their breeding got out of control. You don't fucking say. 70 cats in one place. Was anybody else living there? That means like the woman's just, or I'm saying it's a woman, could be a madman. But there's got to be fucking shit everywhere there, isn't there? You can't control 70 cats. That's just like, unless you just invite people around and be like the Cats musical or something like that, just playing music, smoking weed, and just let the cats do what the fuck they like. Won't be a fucking pleasant place to live. Anyway, I can't finish on that one. What am I going to finish on? Fucking hell. Oh, I'll finish up on this one. A policeman accused of having sex with a woman in his patrol car did not do so willingly, a court has heard. And his name's Lee Cocking. If you're going to do things like that, don't have a name called Cocking, for fuck's sake. It's like, I suppose anything you do sexual is going to be referred back to your name, isn't it? He admits sexual contact while sat in the motor on Christmas Eve, but he was not a willing partner. How the fuck is he not a willing partner? Has he been like set to by somebody? He's a policeman, for fuck's sake. He's the authority in the car. He's let somebody. He admits he had sexual contact with a woman in his car, but he was not. He was in the driving seat. What's that got to do? The court was told he suffered some PTSD after a charter. Okay, it's going a bit downhill, that one. He's gives some like sob story as to why he's not guilty. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to finish on that one either. Right, last one. Miriam Margoyles called herself a twat live on ITV's This Morning yesterday. Shocking hosts Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby, not Philly Hollaby. Or they might as well be. They're like a fucking amalgamation of each other. Shocked them. I bet they nearly fell over when she said that. I quite like this woman. I think she's the woman I was talking about yesterday in Call the Midwife. She's the one who doesn't like children. I'm going to have to check out who she is. But she also plays Professor Sprout in Harry Potter. And she's once used the F word on TV's Peston on Sunday last year. She's my kind of woman. I'm up there. Miriam's my kind of girl. So I'm going to leave it there anyway. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and it wasn't too long. And hopefully you enjoy your Friday and your weekend. I'll see you again next week. See you next Monday. See you later. Bye.